Welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Warrior Monsters. Last time, we took on B class in the arena, which unlocked two new gates, neither of which are currently in the room we are in, but it also unlocked a lovely new store that sold sirloins, after which we, went and checked out one of the new gates, beating the boss Jamarus, and then I made a bit of a promise that I would go here to the Gate of, I believe, Joy, and get a Gulpal. I said I'd do it off screen. I kind of lied about that part. I'm going to do it right here, and frankly, I wanted to make sure I could show you guys everyone's stats before we hop on in, just in case we gain some levels, because this is a fairly high-leveled area. So I figure may as well go through everyone's stats, abilities, and of course personality, though I don't doubt that'll stay much the same. So now, what I plan on doing is hopping in this gate, catching a Gulpal, or two if I'm lucky, but maybe even three if I'm daring. But I only have a handful of sirloin, so I'm kind of just going to plan on the one, and then, ideally, we're going to take on the next gate. It should be a fun time. So, I'm going to get a Gulpal, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Well, this isn't the Gulpal that we wanted, but a Sacker female got up and is looking at us. So, for now, we'll use it to get rid of something, and then go back and get rid of this. So, let me take a look here. That's our Morpion, who we absolutely want to keep. Otherwise, honestly, go for Kata. I have no reason to keep. So sorry. But we'll just name it Sack, because unfortunately it will be getting sacked soon enough. Its stats aren't terrible, aside from, everything but defense, so I kind of lied, it is terrible. But hey, it at least has a stat over 100, which is nice. Otherwise, too, I figure while I'm looking around the dungeon here, I'm also going to be on the lookout for tiny metals, just because with two more, we can get that gate I've been so feverishly chasing, because I really, really want to do it. But, as you well know, tiny metals are completely RNG dependent, so I kinda can't be a chooser on that. Simply, I just gotta cross my fingers and hope. Which, I do remember last episode, we did look for a while. I think I looked for over 2 hours, if memory serves. Ooh, an agility seed, very nice. But, yeah, we had no luck. Though, I think we got one tiny metal, which was at least something. So, I was at least happy with that. Otherwise, there's the Gulpal we're ideally looking for. Now, of the, of the meats we do have sirloin, which is one of the reasons I'm still trying to get them. But with our monster party, we deal so much damage that I'm kinda gonna have to bank on one sirloin being enough, though I believe it requires two to guarantee the Gulpal to join us. So, hey, it worked. First try, beautiful. I absolutely will take her along. So, also, too, for reference, our dragon is male, so that works out perfectly. So, say yes. We will name her a Gulp, just because it is nice and simple. For some reason, I forgot where P was. I mean, her stats, nothing crazy. But that is all we needed to do. So, kind of worked out that I started talking when I did. These are Warp Wing. Very lovely. And now, you can imagine what I'm going to breed with this lovely little Gulpal. That's right, another Andreal. To be honest, I'm kinda going to breed a lot, and I mean a lot, of Andreals. They're kind of just one of the best monsters in the game for breeding, period. So, we're going to be making a lot of these things. So Andreal +1, absolutely. Now, we do have a bit of a choice in what we do with this. Specifically, I think I want to leave this Andreal in its egg for now, if memory serves. Yeah, we are definitely going to leave it there, because that is going to set us up perfectly for what I plan on doing today. Now, obviously, I don't want to go in here. What I was going to say was, obviously, I want to clear the next gate. But one big thing that we need to make sure we have is sirloin, because the next gate actually has a recruitable boss monster. It feels like it's been forever since that was the case, but I am happy to announce that we will be recruiting the next boss. Now, for that, I figured we will leave the Andreal in its egg, so that way we can hatch it appropriately. But I want to make sure we have plenty of supplies to catch the next boss. Now, otherwise, honestly, I think I'm going to give Toto that agility seed. It doesn't super matter, but him having a little more speed will help a ton. Yeah, that looks fine to me. I mean, honestly, I can sell the 2 ribs and just buy more sirloin. And that is definitely the correct decision. So let's buy, I think we have room for 6. Absolutely. Beautiful. Now that we are all stocked up and prepared, we should have no troubles in getting that boss monster. Now, I will warn, this next fight can be pretty darn tough. Now, to be fair, I've been saying that about a lot of the fights, but it's true. A lot of these fights later on are not messing around. We got lucky with Jamorous, and the fact that he didn't quad hit someone using his quad hits, but had he, it would have seriously been a problem. So we got lucky in that regard. Otherwise, quick little save our game. Also, I'll check our plan. I'm gonna have Rain on charge for now, just because we really don't need the supporting magic. Let's head on in. Now, otherwise, we are working with a whole 20 floors. Yeah. This place is long, and that's why I wanted to make sure we got in here as quickly as we could. Because there's a good chance we don't finish this today. I'm hoping we will. But, me not using map magic is certainly going to slow things down, isn't it? There we go. Now, I know it's a little counterintuitive that I'm wanting to find tiny metals, but I'm using map magic to beeline through dungeons. It's kind of the eternal struggle and battle of wanting to keep things concise and also needing to farm for materials. And that's where I'm kind of just hoping that we naturally stumble into them, and if we don't, I'll get them when I can. Honestly, I might take a day of my own time off screen and just go and get tiny metals just whenever I have time, which isn't terribly often, but still, it would help. Fence seed, that is worth picking up. Hello, all of our sirloin. Good to have ya, but a bit of a problem. I think, honestly, I'm going to drop a warp staff. They are useful, don't get me wrong, but they don't really help us all that much. Um, There's a defense. No, I think I do want to give that to Toto. I like the idea of keeping Toto speedy and defensive, so that way he can stay alive and heal us, ideally. Not that that's his only ability, but still, it is useful. Oh, I guessed right, thank goodness. Now, as you might have noticed, a lot of the monsters here do give very good EXP. So, this becomes another one of my go-to farming spots. Though, I think I still prefer the arena, just because a lot of the floors are shorter. Oh. Okay. A world do, useful. Love water, I don't care. Pork chop, don't care. Awake sand, who cares? A rib, could have been useful. And a love water. Wow, you really picked the best thing right away. I will take the opportunity to save the game. Just because, why not? Looks like we're working with traps here. Not a big deal. We do have step guard. Thank you, Toto. Another big reason I love keeping him around. Yeah, alright. Let's hope that mystical isn't too far away. Oh, it's not. Very lucky. As you can see, this is one of the reasons I prefer the... Oh. Well, hello there. Now, you're going to give us a warp wing. So, I'm going to drop our warp wing and use the world dew. Did I actually use it? No, it didn't. Gosh darn it, we don't need healing. In that case, drop another warp staff. Just because whatever this person could give us could be useful. This is the other reason, too, I wanted to stock up on sirloin, is just in case we find a master. Which, they really don't have anything that special. I mean, Gizmo's kind of cool, but I think we can start finding those fairly soon, all things considered. I mean, not specifically soon, but, like, soon enough. And we see them almost every time we fight a master, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, nothing crazy. Got a warp wing and a wind staff. I'd say that was a worthy trade. Still, it's always good to make sure you've got goodies on you in case you do find some rare monsters. Namely, Iceman and Lava Man. Those are pretty much the biggest two that really matter. But we do already have them, so not the end of the world. Though getting a copy would actually be very helpful right now. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Pork chop, don't care. Come on here. Keep on moving. We are making good time. Potion. A warp wing. An int seed. Ooh, I do actually want that. As ironic as it is, I'm just gonna keep dropping warp staffs. They are useful, but we're just not using them, you know? But let's give that... Actually, I need to check. Not Toto, for once, because he has maximum intelligence. It's unironically gonna be Rain, because King is almost maxed out, too. So, there you go, Rain. And let's see what else we got. Love water, not great. Not useless, but not great. Love water, who cares? Pork chop, especially who cares? Love water. And love water. Alright, fair enough. Still, getting all of these save rooms is good. Because the closer we can get to the boss with a save, is the easier it will be to actually try to recruit them. So I am very thankful for that. Ooh, big rooms. Okay. Try our luck going to the right, just because it seemed like a very straight shot. Now, a lot of these enemies, or well, monsters we're seeing aren't incredibly dangerous. They do have poison, and they can be a little scary. But, like, Mamonja there kinda doesn't do much. I mean, King Cobra we've seen. Spiky Boy, I think we bred one by accident. But, they're nothing all that special. Now, what is special is Toto hit level 15. He gains 10 HP, 9 MP, 6 attack, 9 defense, 5 agility, and now, because he has 255 intelligence, he will no longer gain int. But his bolt becomes zap. Very useful. So yeah, any intelligence requirements that Toto would have needed are already fulfilled. So that's really good. Otherwise, how? Oh, alright, not bad. I was gonna say, how are we doing on leveling? Not bad at all. Ooh, I guessed directly right. Very good. Yeah, that's why intelligence is one of those stats that I love getting it up as early as I can, because then it makes sure that any things that rely on it are always going to be learned, regardless of how many other levels it would take to get there. You'll get them on the minute you would learn it, so long as you have the actual intelligence stat. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean anything for physical stat or physical skills. They require, agility and everything else. But having, like, say, Zap or Vivify or Heal More or Boom, it's a good idea to have high intelligence early. And it's one of the big reasons that although Toto is a relatively low level, same with Rain compared to, like, King, he's still able to do a lot. And it's one of the big reasons that him maxing out on intelligence so early is so good. Because now, any level he gets, he'll be able to get his improved skills right away. It's super good. I know I said that all in a very roundabout method, but trust me, it's a good thing. Ooh, a shop and another save point. Very good. Now, honestly, I'm going to sell our staves just because I don't really use them. It also fuels our sirloin fund, and frankly, although we won't be able to purchase books for a while, I don't really need them. With us being able to cascade, which we haven't had to do in a while, books are superfluous. They don't serve a single purpose to me. So long as you know how to work on a monster's personality, the books aren't really that helpful. They can help you save some time, sure, but past that, I just don't ever need or use them. Oh gosh. Alright. Let's keep on a-walking, I guess. Oh yeah, we can't even see that. Okay. In this case, let's use our final warp staff, just so I don't end up throwing it away. Yeah, it wouldn't have been too far, but I like getting through floors like that as quick as can be. Speaking of, good old map magic. Wow, got very lucky with where that one was. Still have to take a weird snaking roundabout method, but nothing too bad. Like I said before, we are making very good time. Hey, free heal. I will never say no to this. Pardon the flash. Take a nice little save again. Beautiful. And yeah, floor 12 and 19. That's pretty great. I think the best I could hope for is getting, like, floor 18 as a save. That would be super convenient. But, ooh, as of right now, I am not complaining. Though we are kind of flying through this, huh? I was expecting to have to go a lot further and fight a lot more things. Which, to be fair, if we could take on Jammerus, I don't think we'll struggle too much. next fight, but you never know. It is tough for a very obvious reason, which you will see. Still, we have plenty of sirloin, so that should not be a problem. Just going to be a matter of actually getting there, which, to be fair, like I said, we're making great progress. More king cobras. Again, nothing to really worry about. We kind of handle them just fine. Beautiful. They do give pretty good EXP, but I feel a lot of their fights are so inconsistent with how many monsters there are that, again, because of the shorter floors and that inconsistency, I do like having the arena still available. Now, here's an interesting monster, Misty Wing. I believe if you breed that with a bird, you get a phoenix. Now, notably, although I don't super care about the phoenix, I might actually want King Cobra, because I believe they are part of the dragon family, if memory serves. And, ironically, we're going to need a lot of dragons. Ooh. Well, we might get the Misty Wing, if nothing else. But let me double check that. Yeah, King Cobra is part of the dragon family. So I figured that would also help for getting more Andreals. But hey, 600 EXP, no Misty Wing, not the end of the world. I just figured worst case, either would be cool to show off. So, no harm, no foul. Alright, we're getting nice and far in here. Use our map magic. Man, these mysticals keep spawning real close. That's super lucky. I love water. Not super lucky, but hey, I'll take it. Is a staff and a bottle right here. I love water, mist staff, sure. Well enough. We will take them along, because our inventory is not suffering. Are we for 17? Okay. I'm really hoping 18 is a save room, just because that would help me quite a fair bit. If it's not the end of the world. We do have a fairly close one, but having a closer one would be nice. This is Dark Eye, which, again, they're not all that remarkable. They kind of don't do much. They're whatever. Still, good EXP. I will take that. I'll also take a life acorn. I'm actually going to save that. Or Misty Wings. Which again, knowing that you can use these guys to make phoenixes is super useful. At least I'm pretty sure it's a phoenix I'm thinking about, unless I might be crazy. Very possible. Let's take a look here. Ooh, we did get a save. Very good. Also, it is definitely not a phoenix that it makes. I forget what it is that I'm thinking of then. I know there is some combination that Misty Wing is useful for. I might be thinking of making a gizmo, actually. So let me check really quick. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. You can make a gizmo, which then makes Phoenix from Misty Wing. So you combine a Mad Candle, ironically, with Misty Wing. That creates Gizmo. Gizmo and a bird creates Phoenix. So it's a roundabout method, but you can make them. It's not too bad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I knew it was somehow related. I just could never remember. Yeah, here we are, the final floor. Very exciting. These are good old map magic. Pretty straight shot, which I will take. I mean, otherwise, the boss is pretty much around the corner. Also, I haven't talked about it yet. Look how cute the Slime Knight is. It's just a little fella on a slime. I love Slime Knights. They are adorable. They have notably pretty good supporting skills, too, if memory serves. I want to say they learn heal, and then something else that's fairly useful. I forget what. I can check my notes real quick. They learn heal, upper, and beast cut. So yeah, heal and upper makes them a pretty darn good companion. Now let's see what we're working with. Oh. This isn't good. So, before throwing ourselves into the face of danger, let's heal up. Looks good to me. Now, for this fight, charge, mixed, and cautious. And then, forward we march. I love burning villages. Wanna try it? No. You're so boring. You want to be burned instead? Uh-oh. A triple uh-oh. This is why this fight can be a little hard. It is a 3-on-3. Now, you might wonder, well, who the heck is the boss? We see Centazar, who we've fought before, and even Evil Armor. The one in the middle, though, is Servant, and that is who the actual boss is. His HP reflects this, and it's also why I wanted to bring sirloins, because we should be able to feed him plenty of them to actually recruit him. Now, I'm going to very specifically note, this is the only servant that can be naturally recruited. There will be another fight later on in which we fight servants, but those ones cannot be recruited. So make sure you get this one now. Trust me. It is extremely worth your while. Now, as you see, they do a lot of damage. So having stop spell and lots of healing is a good idea. This fight does get easier as you take out Centazar and Evil Armor. So I think they both have around 200 or so HP, maybe a little less or more. I kind of forget. But they're much squishier than Servant is. You should have fairly good HP and enough defense to tank range slash. Most of the magic, like I said, can be stopped by stop spell. It's not too bad of a fight, but it can be rough if you're unprepared. So, Evil Armor out the way, that's going to help significantly. Ideally, they beat Toto. I'm going to let them just keep doing their job. I'm going to throw out 4 whole sirloins, because I seriously want to make sure that we recruit this servant. I mean, that is how serious I am about this. Ow. Yeah, that rain slash seriously hurts. Oh, alright. So I believe we're up to 3 sirloins, if memory serves. So with 1 more, we should be able to guarantee that we get the servant, ideally. Worst case, if not, we do have a save, just a floor before, so it's not that bad. That's why I really wanted to make sure we got that. As you can see, Servant is also susceptible to sleep, which is very, very useful. I believe we got all 4 sirloins out, if I was counting correctly while talking. Sometimes I do get a little distracted checking notes between turns and focusing on giving items out and talking about what's actually going on, but it gets a little easy to forget what I was doing. Still, the actual fight, like I said, once you get rid of Centaur and the evil armor, it gets much easier. Servant itself isn't really all that difficult, especially too when you can lock it down with sleep. It's kind of a done deal. A lot of bosses, especially ones that are weak to sleep, are kind of jokes. So, I never worry too much. But you never know. Sometimes you can get caught off guard. Moment of truth. 5,026 EXP. Rain hits level 15, gaining 5 HP, 10 MP, 5 attack, 9 defense, 5 agility, 9 intelligence. And wow, the servant gets up and is looking at us. Absolutely, we want to take Mats with us. Trust me, this is one of the most serious boss monsters you want to recruit. Do not miss this. So yes, absolutely, we'll say yes. Take a look at his stats. They're all pretty darn good. High agility, good intelligence. I mean, his MP stat is phenomenal. He's a hot blood out the gate, has Blaze most, Blizzard, and Focus. This guy is a serious monster. Burn me, boil me, whatever. Oh. Hey, Waterbow.
Ouch! I'm gonna put out the fire. Now, go back to the castle and get a good rest.
Thank you, pal. And also, thank goodness he's gonna put out those fires.
Oh, Terry, you beat Servant. But what? You resisted the temptation and were victorious? Your heart is as pure as mega magic.
Oh, King.
Terry, at ease. It's a good idea to talk to people. You're dismissed. Busy, busy, busy.
Oh, yes, indeed, King. Yes, indeed. Oh, baby. Now that we have our servant, we need to go hatch that Andreal as quick as possible. Though we want it to be female. This is for a very specific reason. One that I will very blatantly dangle in front of your face. Because frankly, I don't plan on actually doing this today. I kind of want to focus on it next episode. Or at least save it for that. A girl, perfect. Also, to be honest, I guess let's evaluate everything else in here. Another girl, fine. What about the spiky boy? It is a boy. Alright, fair enough. Now, to be honest, I really don't have any plans for the spiky boy or the whip bird, if I'm being completely honest with you. I might just hatch him, and that's that. But let us, not breed, gosh darn it, let us hatch our Andreal. There she is. Hello, sweetheart. I guess I'm gonna name her Andy because I'm mean. Well, we'll do it with like an I. And then I do plan on taking her with us. Let's leave behind, we're gonna say Toto. And then let's also hatch Spiky Boy, because I really do not care. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Spiky Boy is Yay! Spiky Boy. +4, which is pretty good. His name's gonna be Sven. There you go, little guy. Which I guess, let me take a look at him. Not terrible. Ordinary. Sure. I'll leave the whip bird for now. I don't think we really need that, seriously. But anyways, The whole reason I stressed making an Andreal, keeping it in the egg, getting the servant, is that when you breed them together, you can create your first boss monster. You know, that triple question mark family that we've heard so much about and seen at the library and have wondered about? This is going to be our first chance of getting one of those monsters. And let me tell you, it is absolutely worthwhile. Also, you're part of the... I always forget what family Spiky Boy's part of. But yeah, so getting Andreal and setting this up is 100% worth your time. Even if you don't plan on using the monster that results from this breeding, it is still useful in getting through the Queen's requests. And frankly, that's what I'm going to use it for. Because, it would be a pain otherwise. Now, like I said, I love the arena for doing all of my dirty work farming. So, I plan, hello Mr. Cole, on doing all the farming. I will show you everyone's stats here and now. I plan on getting Andy here to about level, probably 20, if I'm going to be honest. So I imagine King will certainly gain a level, and Rain might even. Just because I do kind of want to make sure this monster has actually good stats, because I might use it for the thing that I'm planning on. So, that's the plan. I will see you all once I'm done farming. So, I figure we'll finish this fight real quick, and then I'll see you guys once I'm done. I wouldn't want to be rude after all. And to be honest, maybe I will try the gate we were just in for farming too, just to see if I do like it better for the EXP. But I mean, like I said, I can't complain with here, because if I find a bard that is super useful, so we will see. We will see. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, we're back from all the farming here of Little Miss Andy. Now, I've got some exciting things to report. Namely, gained a few levels across the board here. All pretty good stuff, looking pretty darn good. No real skill changes or anything, but while out and about, we found another tiny metal, meaning we only need one more. That is extremely exciting. So I figure, while we're here, let's head on up to drop off our tiny metal. Hello there, Mr. Metal Man. Total of 12. One more. We are so close. Oh, goodness. It feels like such a momentous occasion, getting that first mini, or tiny metal reward. It is so darn difficult. Namely, just because of it being random. Still, I do also want to stop by the vault and store the life acorn that we found, because that will be useful very soon here. Otherwise, too, I did end up using our sirloins, the remaining two, to try to catch some more dragons that I happened to find. We did find a bard, which was nice. Got some nice stat increases out of that. But nothing else too terribly exciting occurred while we were out in the field. So I figure what I'll do, we'll buy our sirloins again, just that way we're right back up to 4. I feel that is a darn good number. We'll head on down to the breeding room. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm unfortunately gonna tease ya with what monster results from breeding Andy with the servant that we caught. Tamed, recruited. It's weird saying caught because I'm so used to like Pokemon and stuff where you catch the monster, so it's a little different. Still, next time we play Dragon Warrior Monsters, we will recruit our first boss monster. And we'll see what all the hubbub's about. It'll be a darn good time. As always, I'm Brett. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.